Scientists have figured out that a bone from a dinosaur dug up back in 2005 is actually its voice box or larynx, and based on this, they now believe that at least some dinosaurs chirped like birds. Welcome back to Paleopedia, and as far as dinosaurs making sounds go, we don't really know a lot. There's only one dinosaur that we have a pretty relatively good idea of what it might have sounded like, and that is Parasaurolophus, which I talked about in this video. Feel free to go check it out. But as far as all the other dinosaurs go, we can only make educated guesses on what they sounded like. For the most part, it's generally accepted today that most dinosaurs, at least the larger ones, likely made low rumbling sounds. Dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex and the sauropods probably sounded a lot more like a mix between elephants and crocodilians. All those big scenes from Jurassic Park of good old Rexy roaring into the sunset, that's not what Tyrannosaurus rex sounded like. It likely was not capable of roaring in that way. But now with the discovery of this new fossil, or not really new fossil, but now with the identification of what it is, we now have a better idea of what at least some dinosaurs sounded like. So this fossil was dug up back in 2005 from the Gobi Desert and was identified as belonging to an Ankylosaur dinosaur called Pinacosaurus granderi. And at the time, the researchers studying this fossil thought that it was a bone structure used for breathing rather than making noise. This is all according to Junki Yoshida, a researcher from the Hokkaido University Museum in Japan. Yoshida had been comparing this fossil to other breathing apparatus structures of similar species, and it just wasn't lining up. And then when he compared the bone to bird vocal structures, it all kind of lined up. The fossil was not used for breathing, it was used for sound production. As it turns out, this 16-foot, 2-ton ankylosaur from the Gobi Desert made chirp-like noises just like birds do today. This is pretty remarkable, as this is the first fossilized larynx of a dinosaur ever found, and it took 15 years for us to figure out that it wasn't used for breathing. Fossilized larynxes are actually relatively rare because, at least in part, the larynx is made out of cartilage, so it doesn't fossilize very well. So this is a really useful find. The only bones of this sort that have been found are from birds, not dinosaurs, which makes this a really crucial stepping point to figuring out what at least some dinosaurs sounded like. And while of course there is always a lot more research that needs to be done, this is a great way to start deciphering dinosaur voices.